I need your help. You come stay on the island. A way of avoiding all those people you might want to avoid right now. You will be investigating thieves, misers, bullies, the most detestable collection of people that you will ever meet. My family.
Henrik Wagner is part of a sprawling family of wealth and privilege in northern Sweden,
yes,
which of course has more than its fair share of scandal and secrets. Tell me about the attraction for you to get involved in that role.
Well, first of all, it was a hit book. I wanted very much to work with David Fincher, whom I admired tremendously. And third, I thought the part was awfully interesting and good and cast the atmosphere that begins the film and sort of gets the audience off to a start, which David handled beautifully because there was a lot of dialogue there and a lot of plot. Mm-hmm. But he made all that very interesting and intriguing. And of course, no one is better at handling sort of psychological dysfunction than David. And that wonderful dysfunctional family that reminded me of King Lear and his group. Who knows about this? There's me, the police, the killer, and now you.
There are a lot of people who have preconceived notions of what they think that this story should be because they read the book. They're among the 65 million readers of this book. Is it possible to please everyone in a scenario like that?
No, of course not, no. Yeah. You can't do that, and you can't set out to do that because that would just mean you're chasing your tail.
Sure.
Steve Zalian adapted the book brilliantly. What he's done with the book is condense it and create something that is the essence, more than the essence, and has made the characters, the two lead characters, which are the most important people in the story, incredibly rounded and complex. You can't please all the people all the time, you know. During
pre-production, there was an incredible amount of attention placed on who would be cast as Mikael and Lisbeth, particularly Lisbeth. It seemed like the last time there was that much media speculation on casting, it was surrounding you and James Bond. Have you and Rooney ever talked about what it's like to accept a role that may very well define a good chunk of your career?
No. Yeah, there's not a lot to say, is there really? And she's done an amazing job of this, and that's all that counts.
There's nothing not in it.
Your opinion of him isn't?
He's clean, in my opinion.
You mean he's hygienic?
He's who he presents himself to be.
Your report is light in another area. His personal life. Anything you chose not to disclose?
Nothing that warranted inclusion.
I understand that you have dodged the opportunity to see the movie for a while. Have you seen the movie yet?
No, I'm gonna wait for it to come out.
So the premieres, you just go in and then you sneak out?
Yeah, that's not really the way I want to watch the movie. I want to watch it with an audience, and I didn't want to watch it in a dress, sort of with people wanting to, the pressure of people wanting to see my reaction to the film. I just kind of want to go see it with an audience.
H&M has launched this clothing line based on Lisbeth's fashion choices. I wonder what Lisbeth would think about someone co-opting her look.
I don't know what she'd think about that. She probably wouldn't like it that much, but Trish Somerville, the costume designer, is behind the line, and she's just incredibly talented, and I think she did an amazing job with it.
Despite the fact that a Swedish version of the movie has been shot, of course, it took the American version for you, a Swede, to become involved. Did the American production do justice to the Swedish setting, accents, set dressing, everything at the stamp of approval?
Everything. Beautiful, actually. They've done so much research, and you can see in the film every detail, every bolt and nut is just as it is in Sweden. The story of the girl with the dragon tattoo, it's a pretty traditional mystery, pulpy little story. But what's cool with it is the characters and the two heroes. This fierce little girl who's also very vulnerable and violent and complicated. It's almost like watching an animal when Rooney plays her, I think.
If a woman approaches any beast and lies with it, you shall kill the woman and the beast.
These people are insane.
Soon you will know us all only too well, with my apologies.